Breaking news on a terror attack in London. There's new heartbreak as police just gave us an update on the victims, and we're also tracking a new attack in another European city. Also, signs of progress. Sources say the UAW and Fiat Chrysler could be close to a deal. We're going to talk about the possible signing bonus and a promise from FCA. Hank.
They're some of the hottest products of the year, and they are on sale, a big sale, and it is just for Local 4 viewers. I'll have everything you need to know coming up live here from Somerset Collection.
And it's been a rough year for this family dealing with a cancer diagnosis. So right now, Rod the Builder is trying to brighten their holidays. You don't want to miss this. It's coming up first at 4.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. We do have breaking news with another stabbing attack overseas. An attack in London killed 2 people this morning. And right now, police are responding to a stabbing situation in the Netherlands. This happened at The Hague's main shopping street. People were shopping for Black Friday deals, and police say 3 people are injured. They're looking for a man who may be responsible. Motives unclear. This stabbing comes hours after an attack in London. Local 4's Jason Carr in the newsroom gathering the very latest on this. Jason.
Karen, just within the last 30 minutes or so, we found out 2 of the people who were stabbed in London have died as a result of their injuries. 3 others are injured. Police shot and killed the suspected attacker on the London Bridge earlier today. The bomb squad was called in because he was wearing what looked like a suicide vest, but that was found out to be fake. This is cell phone video from the scene, and you can imagine the panic there. Police and bystanders wrestled with the suspected attacker on the bridge. We're told police yelled for people to run away after spotting the alleged suicide vest. Now, police had to pull one man off of that suspect, and that's when the video stops as police open fire. Members of the public are being praised for trying to help in the middle of what was definitely a terrifying situation.
Everyone was incredibly panicked, really stressed out, didn't know what was going on, and everyone just made everyone else continue to run.
I want to thank our brave emergency services who responded to today's horrific attack. I would also like to thank members of the public who risked their own safety this afternoon. They are the best of us.
Now, this happened in the same part of the city where an attack on London Bridge in 2017 left 8 people dead and 48 injured. Right now, the bridge is still cordoned off. A massive investigation is underway at the scene to learn more about the suspect and to make sure he acted alone. We are monitoring events in London and in the Netherlands. Stay right here for updates on these stories as they develop. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jason. We'll see you later at 5 o'clock. 2 down, 1 to go, and we hear the UAW is getting closer and closer to a deal with Fiat Chrysler. They've been negotiating a few weeks now. Sources tell Local 4 both sides were at the bargaining table until 4 o'clock in the morning Tuesday night, and that is often a good sign. We are told there could be a signing bonus of $9,000. That's the same as Ford, and FCA has agreed not to close any assembly or component plants that have not already been announced. We are monitoring the progress. We'll keep you posted here on Local 4 and, of course, online. Where do you fall in that Black Friday debate? Have you been out there shopping? Well, our cameras found a decent crowd at this Kohl's over in Troy, but really the traffic has been hit or miss at different locations around town. It looks like Thanksgiving deals and online shopping continue to eat away at what used to be a Friday frenzy. A new Google survey shows people are split over Black Friday shopping, with 41% actually saying they'd rather talk politics with a distant relative than go Black Friday shopping. But all is not lost. Help Me Hank has a special offer for Local 4 viewers, so stick around for that. We've got that in just a few minutes. But first, the holiday weekend did get off to a rough start with all that high winds that came into the area. We had some power outages, but finally things have calmed down. But you definitely need to keep an eye on the weather this weekend. So we've got Andrew in today for Ben. And how are things shaping up?
Karen, you're exactly right. Things are still settled right now. We have cloudy skies overhead, but no precipitation. Just bundle up before heading out. You'll need those winter coats with temperatures in the 30s, just barely above freezing in some spots. 34 in Sandusky, also in Lapeer, while it's at the freezing mark in Port Huron. Getting out and doing some shopping or going to dinner or both around Detroit or Southeast Michigan, you're looking at 36 for our friends in Ann Arbor, 36 over at City Airport, with 37 degrees over at Metro. Feels like it's closer to freezing, but winds remain light right now at around 6 miles per hour. Got quite a bit of moisture off to our west. It is streaming in our direction. You can see rain and even a rain-snow mix, and including snow in portions of the Midwest, stretching from Iowa into southern Minnesota. Does it make it here tonight? No. Tomorrow, different story, it does. We'll talk about what kind of precip we'll get and how cold or chilly it will be in your full weekend forecast in minutes.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Oh, you hear the music. Our annual Rod the Builder competition has a new heartwarming twist this year. We sure hope you'll join us for the next 2 hours to watch. Here is why. This photo. This year, Rod is trying to brighten the holidays for the family of 10-year-old Peyton Schock, who is fighting cancer. Her mother says their lives have been turned upside down with trips to the hospital and clinic appointments, and she thinks today's contest will be a welcome distraction for Peyton and her brother Blake.
I mean, it took my mind off her diagnosis for a minute, so if that can happen for my 2 kids just for a minute, I think it's beautiful. It's a blessing.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun over the next couple of hours. Rod will have both help and competition from Landscape Services of Clinton Township. The pros are doing the Schock House. Rod will do the neighbors, and oh, there's going to be a few laughs, I'm sure. There always is. So that's what's at stake. So let's head out to St. Clair Shores, where the friendly competition is underway. You can't see me, Rod, but I've got a huge smile on my face. I love this segment.
You do get a special kick out of this. I get that, and I understand why. You've watched this year after year now, and this is the first year I can remember where I was lapped coming out of the clubhouse. I started at noontime. We both started at noontime. Now, I will show you, this is the home that I'm working on, and I've got some garland up, and I got some bows. Now, that was a few trips up and down the ladder, and I thought I was pretty impressed with myself. I'm going to bring in Brett Steiner from Landscape Services. And Brett, you've been watching the show here. What do you think?
I'm actually impressed with what you've done so far. So you've learned a lot since the 8 years ago we competed.
Yeah.
So
yes, we did this 8 years ago. It seems so much sooner than that. But anyway,
it's been 8.
Okay, so now Brett and his guys. He's got 4 guys. It's just little old me over here. Let's take a swing around this way and take a look. You can see that they've got the nutcrackers out. They've got the
cotton candy house.
They have the cotton candy. They've got the little house here. They've got the wreaths on the windows. Where we're going to show you the lighting, the actual lighting, a little bit later on. Now, Brett, what is your taste? What is the flavor of what it is you're trying to accomplish here?
Right now, we're just trying to highlight the house. It's kind of a classic look, but we're also going to transition down to some fun stuff for the kids and stuff. We're going to play off of that, and then obviously just light up this big tree for you too.
Well, let's take a look at that. They've got a cherry picker here, and they've got a friend of the family up there, Matt Triplett, our assignment editor. His son is up there working on the lights, and they've got quite the light array up here. One of the things you should know is that we're doing this for Peyton and her brother, Blake, and it's a thing where Blake's away at hockey practice and Peyton's inside the house. They've got the curtains closed so she can't see, because we want to get to that little surprise come 6 o'clock when she gets to see all of this. So we're having fun. I've got a boatload of work to do, and I'm going to go over there and get on it and see if we can't get this thing finished by 6 o'clock. Back to you.
We are looking forward to it. Rod, promise me you'll be careful, because there are injuries when people are doing lights. So be careful.
When I was up on the ladder, there were people offering lots of help to make sure I didn't fall off. But so far, so good.
Okay, thank goodness. We're looking forward to it. Thank you so much, and we'll check back with you at the end of this newscast. And still ahead, first at 4, it didn't seem like a big deal. Twitter threatened to delete accounts that haven't been used for a while. But the site forgot one very emotional side of social media. We'll explain. Also, talk about an early arrival. This little girl made her debut in a crowd of strangers. You'll hear from her mom in Trending Stories. Coming up, take a look at this.
Hank Winchester, help me, Hank, as the Black Friday bargain hunting continues. And stay tuned. Big deals just for Local 4 viewers. The hottest items available here at Somerset Collection. And we have a sale for you.